What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing? All right, let's just get into it. Y'all know I don't be with the lollygagging and dancing around. So today's artist of the day, woman empowered artist of the day, is MC Lyte. MC Lyte made a song called Paper Thin back in like the mid 80s, like when I was in ninth grade. So words are important. I always say that. In a lot of my old videos, if you see them, you will always hear me talk about words and meanings and things like that. So when you take in music, it also needs to be something positive or empowering as well. And you can interpret things how you want, you know, related to yourself however you need to, but it should be relatable. It should be uplifting in some way. These songs have given me strength and helped shape the way I view life. Like, I think music got a lot of people messed up today because the music is kind of Anyhow, so here we go. MC Lyte, Paper Thin. These are the words. And then go and listen to the whole song afterwards, please. When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. You may think it's egotistical or just worry free, but what you say, I take none of it seriously. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you so. I let you pretend to read me, and then you know. Because I hate when one attempts to analyze the fact that I despise those who even try to look into my eyes to see what I am thinking. That dream is over. Your yacht is sinking. I'll tell all of you like I told all of them. What you say to me is just paper thin. It don't mean shit, people. It really don't. Then there's another little line in here I like. What is it? But if it doesn't work out, yo, it just doesn't. It wasn't meant to be, you know. It just wasn't. So I'll treat all of you like I treat all of them. And what you say to me is still paper thin. Paper thin, people. Paper cuts. Paper thin. All right, so yesterday we talked a little bit about sudden death. So I just would like to take a minute and honor two women. The first woman is Janice Freeman. She was on The Voice, and Miley Cyrus was her mentor. And on Sunday, she stopped breathing at her home. Her husband performed CPR on her until the paramedics arrived. She had a 12-year-old daughter. Ended up being a blood clot, but she suffered from lupus, cervical cancer, and I believe lung cancer. No, she had a clot on her lungs. So she had lupus and cervical cancer, so she had been putting up the fight. Shout out to Miley Cyrus. She said that she would make sure that her daughter, she will take care of her daughter. And her family, God bless them all. Prayers out to everyone. That is so sad and so sudden. I also would like to mention a young lady, Kayla Flores, who was also killed on Sunday. 33 years old, 3 kids. She was coming home from a vacation of some sort with her boyfriend. Her 3 children were in the back seat of the car, ages 6, 12, and 14. Someone threw a rock off an overpass, and the rock just went through the windshield and killed her. You know, we need to value life a lot more, and we really need to ask ourselves what's really important and what's really not. See how quick people be going? Here today, gone in 10 minutes. Okay. Also, let's see. Felicity Huffman. Y'all know Felicity, right? She was on Desperate Housewives, and she's married to Frank from Shameless. Do y'all watch Shameless? The first seasons were funny. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. And Lori Loughlin. Y'all remember her from Full House. She was it Uncle Danny's girlfriend? Anyway, they've been arrested and they haven't been arrested. They've been charged with college admission schemes, like they was doing bribery or whatever. But isn't it funny how when they get arrested, they word it as they were charged. When we get arrested, is you was arrested. The hell they talking about charged? Anyway, wordplay is crazy. $77 million in cocaine was seized in Queens, New York. Somebody gonna be dead. $77 million? A lot of people. That's gonna be a problem. For real. And while we're in New York, let's talk about Wendy Williams. So, I saw a video where Wendy, almost said an N-word. I want to know your thoughts, opinions, and views on that. Because it seemed to me Cardi B can say it anywhere, anytime, in any place, and don't nobody have a word to say about it. Whenever I say it's a problem, people say, but she black. So Wendy black. Drop down there in them comments. Is it okay for Cardi and not Wendy? Or is it okay at all? Or do you have a problem in general? Okay? Because y'all know I'll drop the N-word, but I wouldn't drop it on a platform like that. Absolutely not. I don't know, but no, I wouldn't plan on it. She caught herself. But my point is, Cardi B can say anything. nigga, puss, whatever. She can fart online and y'all be hitting like. Anywho, also, Jaheim is being clowned for driving Uber, which is unfortunate because everybody needs to work. You know, it's sad that people shame you for surviving. So, Jaheim, shout out to you. $10 an hour beats $0 an hour. A lot of y'all need to understand that. I know some people who like, I ain't working at the grocery store, but you don't have no money. Work where you can. Get what you can. You got to start somewhere. Somebody needs to give you a reference. Duh. You just going to show up and become CEO. Nobody going to vouch for your work ethic. Nobody knows if you show up on time. Nobody knows if you're reliable. Nobody knows if you're a thief or not. But you just going to come out the gate and you're going to be the assistant manager or the head, whatever. Stop it, people. You have to crawl before you walk. And sometimes you be running and then you trip and fall. And you may break some. And you got to heal. And you got to get better. And you got to get back on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Some people out there right now in the struggle, you've been struggling for a minute. You like, damn, when is this shit going to end? It's coming. It just one day it comes. I'm telling you. I was in a 9-year battle. You know what I'm saying? But I was thankful and grateful along the way. And I helped people. I always gave, so I always received. And God will continue to bless you. I'm telling you. Stay focused. So bless anybody out there in the struggle. I know it's hard. I know it's rough. But just hold on and keep praying. Believe me, your day is coming. Also, the Catholic Church needs to get a hold to the Lifetime people. And they need to have a movie made. Because they haven't received any justice. I don't think it's fair at all. The Catholic Church has hundreds of victims. Have y'all heard of any priest being charged? What's up with that? You know, and I'm definitely not defending R. Kelly, so please don't take it like that. But understand this. Isn't it awesome? It's just weird how, hundreds of children were molested by the Catholic priests, right? They just shoveled them around from parish to parish. Now, keep in mind, they have actual witnesses, surviving willing witnesses, and they ain't doing nothing about it. But R. Kelly locked up. They got more work to do. There's some other people that need to be on that same bus with him. Okay. Let's see. Who else we got? Yeah, so as far as R. Kelly music goes, I also find it interesting as black people that we're not going to listen to his music. And I'm not speaking for myself, I'm just saying in general. But I did hear people say, well, we'll listen to music that he wrote. Y'all will listen to music that he wrote for other white artists, but you won't listen to the music that he has written and performed with black artists. In my opinion, if you're going to dead his music, then dead the music, okay? Y'all on that Michael Jackson shit, I'm here to tell y'all right now, I'm not dead at Michael Jackson. I don't give a shit what y'all say. I'm not, because in that situation, I'm definitely going to separate the drama from the music. And also in doing that, I didn't watch Escaping Neverland, and I'm not going to. Because when reality hits you in the face, sometimes it ain't shit you can do. You're going to have to deal with it. So I don't know, and I don't care, whatever. But I know what? I'm not dead at Michael Jackson. No way. And I'm sad that some of y'all, and I know y'all listening to the Chocolate Factory on the download. You ain't fooling me. I know you listening to it. And it's unfortunate because R. Kelly has made some of the greatest music. Oh my God. What is it? A Capricorn? Because inside of your heart there will dwell a Capricorn. Yeah, and they all sexual songs too. But it is what it is. Interesting. It's just crazy. It's double-sided. There are a lot of different standards. Harvey Weinstein, are they pulling his music back? His movies back? Are they still being aired? The guy from Seventh Heaven still comes on. His wife told on him. He was convicted. What she said about him was actually true. But people still watch them. Is it a black and white thing? Is it that white people are accepting of certain things and black people are not? But on the flip side of that, black people have been, have people been fighting for justice from this R. Kelly thing all along? Because, it was always whispers and talk, but were people actually doing anything? So good for the parents who pushed the issue. But, I'm just asking the question. I'm not stating who's right, who's wrong. But what I am saying is this. Do you feel like there is a double standard And why is it? Is it a cultural, racial thing? Because black people, like I said, they want a dead Michael Jackson music. They want a dead R. Kelly music. But then white people, they just continue on. Now, is it a money thing? Or, you know how they say the crab in the bucket thing? What's the deal? What are your thoughts on that? Share with me on that one. I would like to know. Like I said, I'm not really giving an opinion about that. It's just a question. Is there a double standard? Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, that guy. We got that. We got that. Did I write anything else down for y'all? Yes, I did. What else? Yep. Yeah. But like I was saying too, you know, just be right with the creator, whoever you believe in, whatever your higher powers is, please, you know, be real with yourself. Be real with people around you. Love your loved ones. Spend time with them. Don't waste your time arguing over bullshit. And that's in your personal life, people. I'm talking about personal. Just don't. Because one day people are just gone. But I want to tell y'all this story real quick since we on news. So the other day I was watching the news and I saw where a flight went from JFK Airport to Houston, Texas, I believe it was. Anyway, upon landing, almost landing, the engine catches on fire. So all the people had to slide out, you know, on them little air ramps or whatever. And it took me back. And I thought about something and it like moved me. Like it's always happened, but we came up in a time where people didn't really go to therapy. It was like you prayed on it, you moved on, whatever. You know, everything was good. So when I was in camp, the one year I went to camp, and it was camp from hell. I never went to camp again after that one year. So... But we went to Great Adventures, and on the way back on the Jersey Turnpike, I will never forget, I was about 5 years old. But I was sitting directly behind the bus driver. So I'm sleeping, and you feel something on your face. So I wiped my face. Then I wiped again, but when I wiped, I looked, and I said, oh, shit, my nose is bleeding. And I probably said, oh, shit, too, because I was that type of little kid. So I noticed there's smoke. Then all of a sudden I hear... you know, yelling around. They like, pull over, the counselors. So the bus driver is trying to pull off to the next exit. And I remember it being a Haitian man because there wasn't a lot of Haitians around back then. Shout out to my Haitian people. People think I'm Haitian too. But, yeah, so he was trying to pull off. But thank God, one of the counselors was like, F that shit. They popped the door. And they was like, so he had to slow down. So they started jumping us off the bus. Now, since I was sitting behind the bus driver, I was one of the last people to jump off. But when the bus driver jumped, it was like the damn bus exploded. There was nothing left but a frame. Now, mind you, there ain't no cell phones in 1977, 78. It wasn't. You know, there was this thing called a payphone. Some of y'all don't know shit about that. Right. So, you know, my brother was on another bus. So I remember when I did make it back to the camp, my mom's was like distraught, but you know, they knew that we were on our way back and we were safe. But just imagine that. And imagine being like 5 years old, sitting on a Jersey Turnpike, hardcore bus blew up on fire. And I remember we was crying and I was sitting next to a little girl named Michelle. And then the counselor was like, put this over your head. It was like a shirt or a t-shirt or something. And it was like, don't look at the bus. Don't look at the bus. But that quick could have been gone. That's real shit. See, I've had those kind of experiences in my life, so petty shit escapes me. You know, and don't take other people's stories for granted. Like, listen to them, understand, you know, learn from other people. Not in a sense that, damn, tragedy can happen to you, but in a sense that, let me appreciate every moment of the day that I have because it could be my last. You feel me? All right, so MC Lyte was the artist of the day, and also we need to get with Mary Mary. I was listening to Mary Mary this morning. They popping too. Yes, because it's the God in me. It's the God in me. Yes. Deuces. All right, guys, since we last spoke, I went into the grocery store. I was walking by, right? And I noticed a piece of paper fly out this lady's pocket. So as I went over to investigate, I thought it was $5, but it was actually $100. Okay. But I gave it back. Oh, y'all know I could have spent that shit because this payday is Friday. So, you know, my check don't come till Friday. And I could have used it, but I gave it back. I guarantee y'all, I'm reporting this to y'all because I'm sure at some point I'm going to be able to report back and say a blessing came another way. Watch. Boom.